Kaito Dark One, milk please!
Yes, scrub. Hang on, let me go. Oh, JTN. What brings you here, man?
Time to talk some more room if you'll give me control over the game again.
Oh, well, I mean, I am your bartender, so I think it's safe for you to go out.
Okay.
All right,
To the formation menu!
ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the first episode of our stream for the War Room. In this particular series, and mini-series as I like to call it, we will be going over the intricacies of configuring your units in Final Fantasy Tactics.
This is probably going to be one of the longer episodes of the War Room since this is our first access.
Correct. In this particular episode, we'll be going over several interesting points such as item use, skills and abilities, and different job classes. So if you've ever had a question about, say, what best to do with Ramsa on a Saturday night, we can't help you with that one.
No.
But we can tell you what kind of a good combatant he would be.
And here are some of the job classes we have available. We have Squire, we have Knight, Archer, Priest,
Also known as White Mage, which is the correct translation.
Wizard,
Black Mage, which is the correct translation.
and as well as a whole bunch others, which will give you a short detail right about now. Future GTN, roll that beautiful bean footage. Ah, beautiful bean footage. Gotta love
Absolutely delicious. You could say it's even fresh brewed.
it. All right, so the first thing I always like to do, can we agree that Ramza is going to be a martial unit going forward?
Well, Ramza particularly is normally a martial unit. He can be used as nearly anything you want.
Like, keeping him physical versus going major at this point.
I would say yeah, because right now we've got ourselves a pretty strong healer unit or mage unit in the making.
Okay. Now, we cannot at this point purchase knight equipment.
Right. Now, what I would suggest first, and this is something that I'm personally going to do.
Okay, I'll let you control this one.
Right.
We're going to be passing the controller on this one because it's just
Welcome
easier
to
to
the
show
war room.
instead of talk.
Welcome to the war room. This is absolute chaos.
Yeah.
As it should be in a war room. Now, what I'm going to point out here is when you change your job, if you haven't yet mastered your skill tree, you will not gain JP in that skill tree.
That is true.
Unfortunately, should we decide to jump Ramza from Squire to anything else right now, we would miss out on what is arguably two of the most important skills in this game.
We're definitely going to pick up Throwstone.
Oh, we'll do that in a second. But my two most importance that I believe we should always
But
have.
even before that, gain JP up.
That is the first. you
That
should
is the
always
number one ability in the game.
Never leave Squire without gain JP up. The reason for this being
That right there, it'll make your future life a whole lot easier.
correct. I mean, after that, you're free to do whatever you so prefer.
Let's pick up a dash.
You would like to pick up a dash instead of a defend?
Yeah, I don't use defend that often because I'd rather save my CT.
Gotcha. Okay. Notice, as we go through the list here, though, Ramza has JP in classes he's not been yet.
That's because we've had other units with that job doing some things, and you can learn some stuff by watching other people. It's
can.
not as efficient, but you can, as the game reflects that.
Absolutely, which is another nice little bit of depth added to the game.
So let's see what chemist we have available. There's two very important abilities there that I would like to know.
Okay. The first one.
The first being not move find item.
Oh, that's a foolish mistake.
Go to the main screen. Go all the way down to the bottom, please.
Oh.
Phoenix down.
Oh, you choose life. I got you. Okay.
And let's also, while we're here, we have enough people with potion. He's got wish. Now we can do a move find item if you want to.
I would recommend it. For those who don't know what Move Find Item does, the developers love to have a little fun. Every map has hidden treasure on it. Every single one.
If I had my handy dandy player's guide over here, we'd know where all those are. Instead, we're
you
doing
mean-
this more casual.
You mean the player's guide that I have right here? I do indeed own one.
Ah, you own a copy as well. Okay.
Quite indeed.
I have a copy of the Primus sitting at home. Unfortunately, we're recording it at his place, not mine.
That's quite alright.
Quick change, yeah, it's always work. You don't need to ask about that one. It's free.
Take it. It's free. Always take it. Now, what I like to check when we come into this is sometimes Ramza comes preloaded
Really?
with the option to actually have enough JP to purchase a secondary subset early on, which
Yeah.
can make it useful to speed through the grind and the extra battles.
Yeah.
Everything's such a
Let's see what's available in Night. I don't think there's any purchasable.
No, Knight is
The
300
Night
and-
skills. The Night skills are, to quote Mr. Dink, very expensive,
Yes, they are. The earliest one you're going to be able to get is Weapon Guard.
which is good.
That would basically allow you to parry or block attacks that are incoming. Melee only.
If you'll head out of here back to his main stat screen,
Oh, sure.
you can see if you do the help thingy, and
Oh, hold on.
yeah, you'll need to back out of this to main.
I see.
Back out, select. See that C Eve?
Yeah, I see it. Right here. There you
That's
go.
the evasion you get, go to the next page, from physical attacks from parrying your weapon. So when you get that weapon guard ability, that 10% will be added into your evader rates.
Right.
Whereas if you don't have that, it isn't.
Right.
We can go back to abilities now.
I'm just going to go over the other evasions
Fair,
since we're on
fair,
topic
fair.
right now. Of course, you know, you're not going to go into combat always just with a dagger in your hand and hoping for the best.
You
You
will
s-
until you get a night job class equipped.
I mean, you saw what happened to Arnold. It wasn't the pretty
Yeah.
thing. So, now, if
But Arnold will be back.
Yes, but if Arnold had a shield, the same case would apply.
Could have blocked that stone.
Yes, and on top of that, you could also equip accessories that can add to your evasion as well.
Those battle boots give you +1 movement.
Yes, they do. And Ramza, being of course the only noble in the party at the moment that I can see, is the only one who actually has the right to own shoes. So, filthy peasants.
All right, so back to Ramza's abilities, because
Right.
we were interrupted in the middle of that.
Correct.
The go to learn. Let's see what else we can pick up. Specifically, Archer.
Quite a lot. Archer, you'd be able to pick up to charge 2.
I would rather save for jump +1.
That would be excellent. That's a good call.
There's a certain notorious battle coming up in the
Yeah.
future.
That's another useful one to have if you're doing a melee build.
Mm-hmm.
That prevents the frontal assault from being blocked.
But you need to. But we're not going to do that because we're going to keep that game's JP up equipped as long as we can.
Right. I'm just pointing out that there are many options you could build your route from.
There are a lot. Yes.
Now, JT is not typically the kind of guy to do what I'm about to do, but I'm going to do it anyway.
Okay.
I personally believe that Ramza should have access to Cure. Should we ever need it in the future battle?
Yep.
That's
We're going to send him down this route at some point. Might as well pick that up now.
Right. Now, here's where it gets controversial.
We're over 150. I like that.
Now, here's where it gets a little controversial. You could either start by banking for counter magic, right? It's a long haul.
Nope.
Or you could do what I like to do and make Ramza a bit of a red mage.
Give him Fire, Ice, and Bolt at 50 each. Yes.
Ah, you mean
We
fire,
agree on that, actually.
fire, thunder, and blizzard, you mean?
Fire, Bolt, and Ice. See, it's right there.
Listen, we're not casting D&D spells here. It's not firebolt. It's fire. So,
And yes, it's Fire, Fire 2, Fire 3, and Fire 4.
Fire.
Not Fira, Fira, Firaga, and Firaja.
who says Fira?
I do.
Wait, I have a fear of your pronunciations. So, now that
Hey, the bickering side of the Let's Play is finally here.
So,
Let's set him up.
It's important to note that learning is great. Learning is only one part of actually growing. You have to apply what you learn.
Yes, I tell this to my students all the time. Do they listen to me? No.
Now, clearly the best thing we're going to put on here is charge. We don't know any of it, so it's perfect, right?
Item.
Oh.
Got that Phoenix down for a reason, boy.
We don't have anything in here that's a reaction skill.
No reaction.
We'll do gain JP up.
Right. And move find out because something we got.
Yep.
With that, Ramza is done.
Correct.
And it only took us 10 minutes.
Well, that was the casual covering of, some skills. So
Now we're just going to rinse and repeat a little bit quicker.
Right. There's no real reason to go over...
Well, first off, before even getting in here, just double check. Brave versus Faith. Brave is higher. Will stay on the Squire side.
Yes.
You open up Squire,
First off.
and we can't get JP yet.
We cannot. We need 200. But in order to make that farm possible, I say...
He's at 176. It's close. The next battle tends to be a quick one.
He's not 176. He has 96.
Oh, right. 176 total, of which 80 was spent for the dash, thus 96 available.
Right.
I'm looking at the wrong thing.
Right.
Yeah.
I would say get Throwstone.
Get Throwstone.
Because, you know what?
We'll learn from the enemy throwing the stone at us lesson.
Yeah. It's definitely nice to have a little bit of range.
And let's just check that chemist, see what's available there. No, back to unit number 2.
Oh, there's nothing really in there.
He might have something purchased already. I want to see what he knows.
Oh,
See, he's already got antidote and eye drop on.
I see.
Reloaded abilities. No move, find item, no Phoenix. Okay.
Now, I don't believe units you actually recruit, and I mean by standard say like normal recruit. I do not believe they come preloaded with skills.
Yep, and with quick change we can't do much about it. Actually, remove a quick change. I never even use it. Just distract the menu.
Alright.
Tyler, let's see what you can pick up.
Well, first and foremost, let's see what he's got. You can learn some of the basic abilities. You can learn Throwstone.
Throwstone.
Hold on. He also has access to Antidote.
Okay.
So he'll pick up a Throwstone.
And he'll get the same loadout as our other Squire.
Correct. A simple item loadout, you know?
Basic item.
Right. Now, I think we decided we're not going to bother with Fink. But what's interesting about Fink...
Actually, here's what we're going to do with Fink. The brave is higher than the faith. Get out of this, please.
Okay.
Change job.
Oh, right.
Fink is now a squire.
Hell, I don't know. I was going to think about it first, but...
Nope. The Fink is a squire.
Ah. Well, there we go.
Hey, that new mithril knife.
Put to work right
It's
away.
going to be taken off. Remove it.
Ah, sorry, you don't need that.
Okay, you're going to back out. You're going to go back to Ramsey. Ramsey's getting that mithril knife.
I mean, I guess we can give it to him. Do you really want to give him a knife? It's the exact same as his broadsword.
It is?
Attack power 4, evade 5, saves 2. It's the exact same as a broadsword.
Okay, you made your point.
It stays on the chemist.
It stays on the chemist.
Well, the squire.
Or
no,
squire. Squire will get it. Want to save the mithril knife for who we're going to change later into a chemist.
I don't know. I don't think a chemist needs a knife, JT. I'm feeling...
Would you rather have a chemist punching someone in the face? You saw how effective that was on the enemy in the last battle. The 3 damage.
I was gonna say, I'm not really feeling that either.
Stab.
Nah.
Doink.
I mean, doinking is a thing. That is definitely a tradition.
All right. Did we have a throw stone available to pick up? There's 123. That is more than 90.
Chemist. We do have access to some skills here.
Phoenix down.
That is purchased. Unfortunately, everything else is also locked.
Yep. Okay.
So, we're gonna back out of that. She has
Yeah.
points of
Potion and Phoenix down are the first things, in my opinion, a chemist should always have.
Just going through her skill tree here real quick.
So we're good there. Let's Oh. Did we set our newly converted squire?
We did.
I don't think so. Quick change there.
Yeah, we got very tight.
Okay.
Silky's all set.
And yes, I like to keep track of units by their number more so than their names. So unit 5.
That's rude.
Until I learn the names, eventually it'll be. Who knows? Some of these people might eventually get fired.
All their contributions to the world. You get a boot in the ass.
No, boot the head.
Now, here's where we get interesting.
Now let's see the stats on this chemist.
69 bravery.
Or wait a minute. Go back to 4. Go back to 5. Go back 2 units. Brave's higher than Faith. Okay.
Faith is higher than brave.
Swapper.
That is a job change.
That's a job change. Peppermint, you are now a chemist.
Interesting choice.
This is what I was wanting to do. Put the higher faiths on chemists, put the higher braves on faith. This is what I was complaining about when we were going to the last battle.
Interesting choice. You had archer as an option. You could access early.
What unlocks after Archer?
I believe Archer goes into Rogue. Or Thief.
Archer goes to Thief?
It can.
Not yet. I do not believe we can pick up Archer equipment in the town hall.
We'll find out in a minute. Let me go ahead and look at something.
Let's just back out of here for a minute. To town!
I'm gonna swap Silky over.
Okay. We'll swap her back, so this is just
Yeah.
do you automatically equip the maximum you have? No weapon.
What good is an archer without a bow?
Shop.
Shoop.
Fitting room.
Let's see. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
Best fit.
Shopping episode.
Not available.
Alright.
No archers right now.
Not yet. Let's see what we got here. We have access
There
to
is. Ooh.
leather hats.
Okay.
We have some options here.
We do have some options.
We already have access to...
Let's pick up one each of the rod and that oak staff. Rod for a wizard.
Black mage.
rod for a priest.
Oak staff for a white mage.
We're gonna keep doing that the whole series, folks. Just get used to it. And
So key to be
Phoenix
objectively-
Downs, we have 3. Let's up that to 5, please.
Yes.
By 2. And potions, let's up that to 10. That's by 5.
Light.
You think that's light? You'd rather go heavier? I was thinking that was heavy for the first.
That's fine.
Because remember, we can restock when we get to Igros.
Interesting note. They totally mispronounced and misspelled that one as well.
Igros, Igros,
Iagros.
Igros. Alright, back to the formation.
Alright, so we are not going to leave Silky alone.
Square, gonna stay square. Brave Sire. With Peppermint, we're gonna have to rechange the equipped abilities.
Oh, not that much.
Because when item got switched to the first one, it was removed from the second slot.
That's not that much.
Yep. Who's next? Aqua, our other chemist. The chemists are back to back at the end of the room.
Not a whole lot from Aqua.
Close to equal.
Grab that.
Yeah. Okay. I have a wild and crazy idea to float by.
Sure.
A complete change from the usual.
Okay.
Swap her, and hear me out first before doing this. Send Ramza down the mage route instead.
Okay. Keeping them
Do you
safe.
feel comfortable with this? Because normally I love sending Ramza down the monk rush.
See, we've usually always done.
And that means we're not doing that. And that very much takes me personally out of my comfort zone. But based on the Brave and Faith scores we have, it might turn out to be a better idea.
See, I think we're gonna do that, and there's a reason behind this. Ramza already has access to Fire, Thunder, and Blizzard, as well as Cure.
Fire, comma, bolt, comma, and ice.
I will hit you with a comet in the head if you don't stop it.
Meteor's a time mage thing.
I'll give you a time, mage.
Joko Meteor? More on that later.
One red boy. Who's gonna survive this battle? All of us, or one red boy?
One red boy, always one red boy.
Yes. Now, I think it will probably be best because I've never done this personally.
I've never done this either.
Ramza, I've usually always run as a melee. Now, here's my question to you, JT. If we're going to run Ramza as any kind of caster, what do you want his main to be? Do you want Ramza to focus on healing with white magic? Or do you want Ramza to focus
We're
on
gonna
black magic?
split time.
Well, alright.
Let's get some diversity. Split time.
Oh, yeah. Investments. We're starting.
Okay. Let's start with a priest
White mage, got it.
and a secondary item. Alright. Ooh.
Better idea. I'm gonna hijack this one a little.
You're gonna hijack this one. Okay.
Boom.
Ramza will be useless when running out of MP.
Ramza doesn't need to be in the front of it.
Ramza's got three uses and is done.
Right. Do you want to do that, or do you want to move Ramza into
Actually, let's do it this way.
Black Mage with item?
Black Mage with guts. Ramza's got wish.
That's dangerous. He's already squishy as a Black Mage.
When the unit needs healing, they're coming back to Ramza. Not Ramza moving up.
Alright. So we're gonna take the Phoenix down ability away from Ramza.
We are.
Okay.
Because we got it on the other chemist.
Okay. That sounds good to me. Now Ramza is currently equipped the best he can be. So
But Ramza's also not going to be doing a lot of movement.
the problem with hear me out on this one.
I want to move the battle boots under our vest.
sure about that. And the reason I'm saying that is because as a black mage, Ramza's speed is going to be cut. His movement's going to be lower.
Okay.
It's already gone down to 4.
Okay, let's keep that.
I think he was 5 in the squad.
Yeah, he was.
So we've already sacrificed.
All right, so let's keep that. Let's keep that there.
Yeah, we'll leave that. So we've got a bit of mobility.
Mhm.
So I don't think Delita needs a lot of work. He is heavy melee. He is heavy melee.
Even though he's a guest, we can still,
Yeah.
have him do some learning.
And wish. He could defend and become a tank.
Yeah, we'll give him Finn.
Okay.
He don't need JP up. He's a guest.
Right. I'm gonna do controversial and say give.
You're gonna give him charge 1?
Give him charge 1
Okay.
because charge 1 doesn't even take a full turn
Most times.
typically.
Unless, like, the first turn, which gives him charges.
Delita-
And let's give him charge.
Yeah, because that'll actually allow him to hit.
The AI is pretty smart in using charges.
Yeah, it'll let him hit a hell of a lot harder.
And it means Delita won't be using up items.
I think that takes care of most of the preliminary configuration.
That should do it. So let's do a quick ability sweep of the characters.
Okay.
Just from what's equipped side.
Okay.
So go to ability on the menu, and we'll just R1 trigger through just inside.
You want to do it that way? Okay.
Yeah, we want to do it of what they've got at hand.
Okay.
Okay, next.
Okay.
Alright, Rams is good.
Arnold.
There's our Arnold loadout.
Yep.
Alright. Tyler loadout. Alright. Fink is the best squire we got.
Interesting because
But he's the lowest level, and we haven't used him.
interesting thing about Fink right now, he's also the only other person in the party with a find item,
Yes.
and he came preloaded with that, which is very rare.
Mm-hmm.
Silky seems all right. Peppermint is good. Aqua is fine.
So we got 3 chemists in the
There is something that needs to be done with Aqua.
Oh, Aqua needs to be swapped. Higher Brave.
Oh,
Yeah, we're swapped Aqua back to Squire. And that's why I like to look at that screen, because most of what abilities on top. So then just set ability, just set in item as the second.
I was gonna say, JT, wouldn't it be easier next time you're doing that to just do that?
A habit I look at the other screen.
Okay. Well,
Because we do have a bit of a weird layout.
all right. I do believe that is the end of our first war room session, unless there's something else you want to go over.
Let's go to the shop and run through a best fit in everybody just to make sure there's nothing we missed.
Okay, you can definitely do that. So,
Now that everybody's jobs are set,
right.
let's make sure they're as good equipped as they can get.
Now, worth noting in here, right,
Rams is good.
is budget. We definitely want to be careful with our little
Money.
We could give Tyler a broadsword, but do we even want to keep Tyler?
Let's not give Tyler the broadsword.
Okay. What do you think? Fink could use a broadsword.
Think he can get one.
Alright. Do we have an extra one already? Because we swapped Ramza.
But we also swapped it.
Let me check.
Ooh, yeah.
I'm pretty sure we've already got that covered. Pretty sure.
Item.
No,
Or
we,
you could item best. in that
we do not. We need a broadsword.
one. Okay.
We'll have to buy one.
Yep, we can do that. That is in the budget.
Think.
Think, congratulations, you're getting a broadsword. It could be actually useful.
Not that there's anything wrong with daggers. Right. Let's fit.
You will not be able to outthink the Fink.
Fitting over. We're done. Yes?
Double check future units. The fit 5 and beyond.
Huh?
Best fit the others.
Oh,
as well.
I'm talking about this for purchasing the sword and equipping it. We're
For
done with
fitting Fink, yes. Fink is fitting.
Then we gotta be fitting over. That way,
Okay. I thought you could fit everybody and then just pay all at
No.
once. Doesn't let you do that. Okay.
it's per unit. unfortunately.
All right, so Silky already has Blossom. Okay. The knife that we
Good enough.
purchased earlier. Okay.
Good enough.
That's what you.
Good enough. Everyone is all set.
We are all equipped.
All right.
And let's see what our balance cash is at the end of the day.
Just over $3 grand.
I want to leave a lot because we're going to have some nights coming.
Yep.
Definitely going to have some nights coming in the future. So.
All right. So, do we need to go into the soldier office?
Let's mention the soldier office while we're here because it's going to be a side of the war room side of things.
All right. Well,
let's enter and see if we get lucky.
before we do that,
Lotto money, 1,500.
yes, very much.
Or
so.
1,400 if you prefer to go for ladies. Ladies are cheap.
Well,
For some reason.
what'll it be?
What's our party split right now?
I'm not sure. We'll find out.
Let's find out.
Can't change the name.
We don't have monsters.
That's unfortunate. All right. Heavy leaning on the lady side.
Yeah, we got. Of our non-Ramza, non-guest, we're split 3 and 3.
Right. So at this point, it doesn't really matter.
Let's add another lady there.
All right. So you want to add another lady. I think there is a slight difference on that, and there is a reason for that. I'm pretty sure.
Nope. Go over ahead, milk.
Sorry, I had to go get more milk.
Yep.
As I was saying, pretty sure that the main difference on this is your base strength versus intelligence.
Okay.
I believe.
Let's see if we can
males-
get lucky on a female roll.
Right. All right. Speaking
Wow.
Speaking of intelligence,
Well, let's see. That just changed everything, didn't it?
that just makes us get another mage.
Somebody might be getting fired.
All right. Well, we're hiring the squire. Yes.
Yep, we're hiring this unit.
Soldier's name is
We're going to keep the names as they are.
Suzanne, huh?
Suzanne, welcome aboard.
All right.
Yes.
14.
And now we really have little money. We're done here.
I just want to roll a mail and see what happens.
You want
So,
to you want to potentially send us down 230?
I'm checking something. I want to check something. See what happens.
Garbage.
Okay.
I'm looking at Brave and Faith only. That Faith of 70 was just amazing.
61's okay. I can do better than that.
We're doing it?
No. No. Let me out. Let me out. Voltaire, damn you. How dare you? We've been Voltaired.
Looks like we're buying a unit.
But Voltaire won't leave. As Voltaire is known to do.
Guess Voltaire's staying.
Well, alright, Voltaire it is. So, I personally don't think we need to worry about this. We can just back
No.
up.
No, Voltaire's gone.
Alright, let me roll again. That's an interesting build.
No,
Half and half.
I think we're good. I think we're good as is. I want to keep that money because we're gonna need to outfit a friggin' knight, and those things are expensive.
You're wanting to spend? I was just thinking of pilfering. I mean, liberating items.
Yep. So let's go into the formation. Let's see how that changes our plans.
Well, we can take a look. It does give Suzanne here. I don't believe that she comes with preload. She does not.
But that's Phoenix down.
Yeah. Grab it.
Yep. And a potion.
And grab it. See, here's the only downside. The units you start with, right? Always come preloaded with skills. The ones you hire do not.
Stone.
So,
And she's gonna start on the chemist track. Because it's just too amazing.
change job chemist, huh?
Change job, chemist.
We now have way too many chemists.
Yeah. We did.
We have enough people who can double as healers that I don't think we're going to die anytime
Yeah, we're good. We're actually good to have somebody crystal out if necessary.
soon. It will not be necessary, though.
It should not be necessary, but
Right. So, I do believe that should
yeah,
wrap us up for this.
yeah, that's good.
Okay. So,
On behalf of the Final Fantasy Tech Let's Play, JTN 2002 here, along with
Kaito Dark One.
we'll see you in the battlefield. Bye bye.